Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of skycams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Hello.
Hi.
Scoot a little bit.
How's it going? Thanks for joining us. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. It's Monday.
Yep.
We've made it to a new week, and we're about to make it to some really springy weather. Annea and I were just talking about how today was a little bit of a disappointment for the metro.
Yeah. We didn't see as much sunshine as forecasted, so temperature definitely ended up a lot cooler than earlier forecasts indicated. But South Mississippi, especially like Macomb, you were warm today.
Yeah.
The rest of us should join you tomorrow.
We're expecting to. For the rest of this week, we've got 70s and 80s in your first alert forecast as we continue to stay dry. Now, there will be some clouds still mixed in. It's not going to be just downright sunny for the most part, but it's still going to be a lot warmer. And then this weekend, we've got another change in the pattern. We get a little bit of rain, and then we turn a lot cooler, but not for very long.
Yeah, then it'll finally feel like February by the end of the forecast period. But until then, we will be pretty dry. It's not really until Thursday night, mainly into your Friday and Saturday, that we're expecting another line of potentially showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms. And as that weather moves in, that'll actually be along with another frontal system that will bring us back towards usual. But that's what we're seeing on this weather model, pretty much from your Friday through your Saturday. It's looking like we could get some more active weather. The rainfall totals, though, not amounting to much so far, at least.
We'll just call it about a half an inch.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some discrepancy between what we're going to see. This is going to change as we go into the next few days and we get better details on the timing and on the intensity of the system, because right now it just doesn't look all that impressive.
Yeah.
But hopefully the rainfall totals actually go up this month so far, and really this year so far. We've been in a deficit. We've got some pretty significant drought conditions. We should have seen about 3 inches of rain at this point in February, but we also ended January with a deficit. So
yeah, it's been fairly dry. We're keeping our eyes on the weekend so far. It looks like it's going to be pretty mild, but after the showers and storms, notice that drop about 10 degrees. It'll bring us back to average. So we're going to go from low 70s and potentially stormy for your Saturday to the 60s. Before that, though, potentially record-breaking temperatures, nearly 80 degrees for about 3 days at the end of the week, upper 70s to low 80s. Thursday, it's looking like we could be around 82. So definitely going to see some unseasonably warm weather heading towards the middle/end of this week.
Yeah, our cool down 3 days where we've got temperatures that are close to average. The mornings will be cold. So, I know 80s this week, you're going to think, well, let me just go ahead and pack up all the jackets, put them up, at least leave a couple out, because you are going to be cold starting the day, Monday and Tuesday of next week. Then things will be mild again. Thursday could potentially be a record tying at least, or record breaking day.
Yeah.
As far as warmth.
It's been a while since we've seen the 30s. in
It
those
has.
lows next week. So that's going to return.
It is going to be a little bit of a like a shell shock for you
Yep.
too, because it's been so mild. We're going to have lows for this week at times in the 60s. So it's definitely not going to feel like you need a jacket soon. But it looks like we're really getting into a normal Mississippi spring pattern where most of the days are warm. Then we get a little cold front that cools us off for 2 or 3 days, and we're back to well above average conditions. So
that's definitely what our extended forecast looks like back in the 70s for the end of next week. But until then, a lot of changes. We'll have to bring out those weather whiplash graphics once again, going from the 80s by your Thursday and potentially even for parts of the area on your Friday, 78. And then by the time you wake up Monday, 38. So be ready for that dramatic shift over the weekend for those of us that are sensitive to the pressure and things like that, to get the sinus issues. It looks like it's going to be another tough weekend as far as that's concerned, but then pretty mild into your next week.
Yep, that's pretty much it. There's not much else today to say. Tomorrow is Fat Tuesday. If you are a Mardi Gras celebrator, you can't really tell in here, but Annea pointed out we're giving Mardi Gras a little bit today.
The camera just looks a little dark.
Yeah,
my dress is green.
Yeah,
it's looking more like a very dull, like tealish color, but it's green.
It's green, and I got the purple. If you are celebrating Mardi Gras tomorrow, it's going to be a pretty nice day for it. If I do say so myself, or for you to just do anything.
Yep.
So that's about it. Susan says, "How stormy will it be?" Right now, it doesn't look very stormy.
Yeah.
It looks like maybe some very, very, very low end energy for a couple of thunderstorms.
I have to say, though, that's also what it was kind of looking like until Saturday night. So Thursday and Friday, before our chief left for vacation, it was looking very calm. But it doesn't take much, though, in the spring. Yeah. We'll definitely keep our eyes on it heading into the weekend. It looks like for now, like Elise was saying, lots of rainfall and a few isolated thunderstorms. But it only takes a few isolated thunderstorms. Might end up with some of those EF 0s and 1s. Yeah. Like we did for Saturday. But yeah, we're definitely going to be keeping our eyes on the system and updating you as the forecast changes. And of course, if anything, we get anything from Storm Prediction Center, we'll let you guys know as soon as we get that. But for now, we are expecting to be mostly calm. But of course, that's the main thing that we're going to be looking at for this week.
Yep. That's all we got. Y'all enjoy your Monday evening. Enjoy the warm weather. Look forward to some cooler weather with me, maybe. And Annea's going to be in all night. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. I'll see you guys at 10 if you are watching. But if not, then hope you guys have a wonderful Monday and enjoy the rest of your evening.